What's up? This lesson is about 21 Guns, specifically the guitar solo by Green Day. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the techniques used in the solo, particularly hammer-ons, and a way to practice them so that you don't get your hands all clenching up after hammer-ons. So make sure to stick around to the end for that. Okay, thanks for joining us. Here we go, 21 Guns. First, we just outline the F triad at the 8th and 10th frets of the, well, across the middle 4 strings. So A string, D, B string, and then 8th fret of the B string, hammering on to the 10th fret of the B string. And then we come back to the 6th fret of the B string. So I'll do that all again. Good stuff. And then kind of outlining a B flat triad, the 4 chord of this song. There's the 3rd and the 5th of that at the 6th fret of the B and the 7th fret of the G string. And then coming back and another hammer on. Now you can either play that note there on the 7th fret of the G string with your 3rd finger if you like. Or you could do it like this, because the next note is here, like so. But those are 2 good options. Choose the one you like. I'll just play all that again. There's the one going down the neck. Helps you make the adjustment to lower on the neck where you're playing the 3rd fret of the G and B, then the 1st fret of the B, 2nd fret of the G, 3rd fret of the D string, outlining the F chord, the tonic chord of this song, and then you slide up off of the root of that chord, so landing on the 9th fret of the G string, the 3rd of the C chord in this key. And then just playing a little vibrato. And then you start the same thing again. It's a nice repetition of a motif. Very beautiful melodic solo. Now, right here, I'm doing something a little different than what they actually played on the solo, because what you hear on the record is a bend there from the 11th to the 13th fret. I would probably do it like that, sliding the 1st finger and then bending for my 3rd finger. You can use whatever fingering you like. There's also a dubbed bend, I think, from the 10th fret of the E string, from the 10th fret of the E string that goes along with it, so you hear this harmony there. Personally, I wouldn't work that hard to play a cover of this. Call me lazy. I prefer efficient. I would probably do it by just sliding that 3rd there. And you can do it by thinking of kind of the shape of a D chord here at the 10th and 11th frets. And so you just slide your 1st finger on the 3rd string, and then your 2nd and 3rd fingers you're going to slide from the 10th and 11th frets to the 12th and 13th. And finally you return back to the bottom of the neck to the B flat chord. And notice this time he starts on a different beat, so he plays more notes of the B flat chord. 3rd fret of the G string, up to the B, back to the G. So all together you get. I'm using, I don't know, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, 2nd finger, third finger. 1, 2, 3. You could do that if you like, if you prefer. And then there's the end of the solo. You just slide up to that 9th fret on the G string. Now to that question about hammer-on technique. Stick around, check it out. Hammer-ons. So a hammer-on is just literally throwing the finger onto the neck and re-exciting the string with the force of the third finger hitting the string, or whatever finger you're hammering on to. One thing that I would recommend doing in practicing hammer-ons is do it as a 3 count. So you pluck, and then the 2 is you hammer on, and then 3 is you relax the finger as much as you can without releasing the string. So you have to use more force to hammer on the note than you do to hold the note. 1, 2, relax. 1, 2, relax. 1, 2, relax. So you just relax it just a little bit, not enough to stop the string from ringing, like that.
It's almost
but just
like instantaneous, like you put the finger on the string like right after you.
Yeah, in this example, he plays it like a grace note. It's kind of like a 16th, I guess. But in terms of practicing the technique in learning how to do hammer-ons, what I'm saying is, I'm suggesting that, because what happens, players will work on this skill, and then after you do the hammer-on, you'll keep holding the string down with that same amount of force, right? Which is excess force. It's more force than you need, and you start clenching your hands, which makes it harder to get around all the time. So in terms of just zooming in and working on the hammer-on, what you want to do is do this thing where you go, oh, okay, let me just pluck, hammer, relax. Because you asked specifically about the hammer-on, so I was like, here's how to practice hammer-ons. Pluck, hammer, chill. And then when you put it in the context of this piece, you have to make it faster, obviously. But you want to have that relaxation in there so you're not, clenched and gripping the neck. 21 Guns guitar solo from Green Day. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for stopping by.